continue to build. We're going to continue to build off of yesterday's topic. So we are going to dig deep into, yesterday we learned about negative integers. So we're going to dig deeper and learn more about that. All right, Miss Collis?
Done.
Negative 16, 218.
If you need to speak, you need to raise your hand, please. All right, so let's go ahead and get started.
Why does the screen look like a rectangle?
Huh?
Why does the screen look like a rectangle? Because the lines are.
All right, so again, yesterday we started learning about negative integers, so we're going to continue that. So what can we say? Let's go ahead and look at 8. What can we say about 8 and the opposite of 8? What can we say about that? So, let me see. Go ahead, Isabel.
So,
So, we know that 8 and negative 8 are opposites.
Yes, that's one thing. What else? Jer. Yes, what else? Everybody? Huh? Oh, so the question is, what can we say about according to A? What can we say about 8 and what can we say about 8 and the opposite of 8? What can we say about that? Do you know? So we said that they're opposites, and what else?
They're both integers.
They are integers, yes. Those on. Diego. Ricardo. My bad.
they're the same distance from 0.
Yep, same distance from 0, and there's one more thing, Dominion.
And I like to build on what Ricardo said because while they are the same distance of 0, they are on different sides of they're on different sides of 0 or different sides of the number.
Which means when they're on different sides, what does that mean?
That would mean that would mean that they are opposite signs, opposite numbers.
Yes. Thank you. So I want you guys to give my everybody who participated, give me some silent purchase. Good job. All right. So that's exactly what opposites mean. So opposites means that it is the exact opposite. So the signs are different. From 0, they are starting at 0. They are even, but just different ways. And then the last thing, what was the last thing that we said? Yes, Elijah.
He said that the numbers are opposites, or they're not the same ways from different.
They're the same words, but yeah, they're different. I mean, they're the same distance, right? From 0, right? Same distance from 0. Thank you guys. All right, so let's go ahead and focus on. Let's go ahead and focus on B.
Please stop doing that, Artis.
So first, did we?
Stop doing that.
Artis.
Leave me alone.
Artis, strike. Because he's asking you politely to please stop. Because it's distracting. So can you please stop? And if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say that often.
All I said was leave me alone.
Yeah, that's not kind. Alright.
You're gonna click it.
So which value do you think is correctly labeled I'm working ahead. So what is the opposite of 8 and how do you know? We already went over this. Yes, Victor.
The opposite of 8 is negative 8 because 8 is like on the other side of the 0, which is the right side, and negative 8 is on the left side, because negative 8 is a negative number, and the 8 on the right side is a positive number.
Yes, thank you. All right, so if you haven't done so already, I want you guys to label A and B. So A is, I need you guys to first fill in your line graph. And so when we do our line graphs, we do first? What's the first step we do when we do our line graph? Gregory. Please no talking.
Push your desk off.
Can you push your desk? You're going to leave soon.
Can I leave?
Gregory, sorry.
Probably to write the numbers down.
That's maybe step 2.
Me.
I can't call on you like that. Right now is not the appropriate time to ask questions to ask the lead right now. Domain, what's the first step we need to do when we create a number line?
The first step that we need to do is to find the point in the middle so that we can put 0.
Before we do that, what are we going to do first? What's the first thing we need to do? McCart.
I'm not sure, but
I don't like that. You need to be sure.
I'm sure that the first thing we need to do is like
I'm calling the BT for you.
probably like put the numbers there.
We said numbers. Victor, can you give it a try? Thank you for trying though.
Okay. I think what we do first on the line graph is make the line graph.
Make the line, right?
Thank you. Do it.
Oh. So that first step is to make the line, right, scholars? And then after the line, what do we need? Oh,
Oh my
Elijah,
We need to add the 0 in there.
before that. Daniel.
We need to, on the left side, we need it to be all the way to -8.
Agreed. How's that not
London.
Can you stop?
Can you be in Slack, please?
No, we're not finished with the lesson.
Yes. I'm not sure answers.
saying it, bro? She just said she doesn't like that.
We need arrows, scholars. We need an arrow. And then after that, what do we need to do after that? Johnny. Okay, but that's part 2, but what's the first number that we need to write down? Isaiah. Yes, 0 in the middle. Is this the middle?
No.
Is this the middle?
No.
Where is the middle? Tell me.
In the middle.
Right here?
No.
Oh, right here? So we're not 0. What's the next thing we need to do now?
Write the number 1.
Yes, write the number 1. We're going to work in and out. Okay, so once then you do your positive integer, you are going to do your negative integer. And what's the number?
+1.
Okay, negative. Yes. So what do we need to build our number line out to? What is our highest number, Oscar?
8.
8. Perfect. So that is how we created that, right? So make sure you guys are doing these steps first and not just filling it in your way. Do we understand? Cool. Alright, so if you haven't done so already, fill in your line graph, and then also I want you guys to plot your 8, plot the positive integer 8, and then find its opposite and plot that as well. Have you guys done that already? Okay. I'm gonna give you guys about 15 seconds to finish part 8. Can you start please? Up here. Yeah, I got you. For what? No, you need to stay here to learn, please. You can't just do what you want to do at school. You're here to learn, so that's why your schedule is in the morning. And you miss the morning, afternoon you will leave. That's it. That's what you're here to do.
Until summer break.
After you finish that, I want you guys to fill in part B. So part B is we already answered it. And before we write it down, let's go ahead and say it together as a class. Let's go ahead and read part B. Ready and go.
The opposite of 8 will be -8 because 8 is the
that in your head. So ready, go, and write. And I'm gonna give you guys 30 seconds to do that. Come on. Class, we should be out of voice level 0. Okay, because you're not following the instructions. No, you're going to stay here and learn. Well, can you sit there in silence, please? Then you can get go to office.
Can we move on now?
Mikhail, turn around. Thank you. All right, and once when you guys are finished writing down part B, go ahead and start on part C.
Part C.
So I need a scholar, as we are working on part C, I need a scholar to tell me which value do you think is correctly labeled for point C? How do we identify point C? Let me see who I haven't called wrong. And I'm getting busy.
Oh.
The opposite of negative 8 is 8 because they're the same distance from 0.
Yes, sir. Do we agree with that? Yep. All right. So go ahead and put a C over the opposite of negative 8, please.
Yeah, that's what he said.
He said that?
Yeah, he said 8. Positive 8.
I thought he said 8. What is 8?
8. What's the opposite of negative 8?
C on top of the on your question
Yeah.
C.
So 8 is positive 8.
The opposite
Yeah.
of negative 8.
Yeah.
Oh, that mixes me up. Okay.
Please be quiet. Ryan, please be quiet. Okay. Please be quiet. Please be quiet. Silent. Isabel, can you please be quiet? Daniel, can you please say 4?
Thank you to all the scholars who are sitting in here quietly. I see you.
Please be quiet here.
You remind me of the high schoolers upstairs.
Oh, please not be quiet.
You were upstairs.
They sit very quietly in class.
Please stop talking, bro. You're distracting.
The high schoolers are very quiet when they're in class.
Can you please be quiet? Please be quiet. You raise your hand for a task.
She's recording.
My mom don't like to be on recording.
How we remember the high school class?
You just walk past the door.
What I mean is the high schoolers sit in their classrooms quietly. They don't do all of this yelling out, talking out, and being silly. They don't do that. They're too mature for that. They're beyond that.
Please be quiet.
I don't even see that in 7th grade. Yeah.
Archie, can you
Until
please
your
say-
packet gets here.
Archie, can you please say sword?
Can I see your packet?
Thank you.
Can I see your packet? I like all the work that you've done. You must enjoy math.
Were we able to label C? I need a scholar to come up on the board and put a C on the opposite of negative 8.
Very good. There you go, Oscar.
Mikhail.
Oh my gosh.
Those type of reactions is not going to move me to follow the guidance. Everybody will have an opportunity to get called on. Please be respectful. Beautiful, sir. Do we agree? Beautiful. Give him some silence. round of praises, please. Good job. All right, so let's go ahead and try to create us a fence post. So we can see that opposite numbers have different signs, but, or actually, sorry. Let's create a fence post. If we have to create a fence post based on what we covered so far, how can we create a fence post? What do you think it is? Yes. T-A. To name.
I think a good fence post would be that the opposite of a number will always be either the negative version of the number or the positive version of the negative.
Okay, can we build? I like that. We're off to a great start. Beautiful. I like that. Can we build? What else? What else can we build on? Go ahead, McCarty.
We can build on that because we can build on that because even though I agree with she said, you can also identify the opposites if they're in the same direction as 0.
Yes. So I like that. We are identifying they are the same distance from 0, right? Same distance from 0. So we start at 0 and then our integer, our 8 Guys, please no distraction. So our 8 is the same exact distance as our negative 8, right, scholars?
Yes.
Yes. It is. All right. Go to that. All right. So let's go ahead and let's write down our fence post.
What?
Our fence post. First fence post. So what can we say about opposite numbers? We already know this. So opposite numbers have different signs and are the same distance from 0. So I know we mentioned they are the same distance from 0. And then also too, you want to pay attention because they just have different signs as well. So opposite numbers have different signs and they are the same distance from 0.
I see about 7 pencils moving. Good. Good job writing your fence post down. I'd like to see all pencils moving. Okay, I see about 8 now. We're at about 10, 11, 12, 13 pencils.
Who does not have a packet?
Right here.
It's really warm outside. What's this? Page 2 being page 2.
I think just this lesson had
Was
like
short?
a real shortage because I even noticed when I pulled out the pack and then
Yeah.
I pulled it out. It's like this feels awkward.
That's weird. Okay.
But it's normally like 9. So it's
Okay.
probably like maybe 3 or 5 minutes.
Okay. I'm gonna let the printing press know.
Because we do have a new scholar,
Mhm.
Victor, in the back. So that also. But
Okay.
then we had two students leave, so we still should be within the numbers
Mhm.
of our class set.
Mhm.
But
Okay.
I'm gonna look right now.
Okay.
What does minus mean?
We're gonna get to that. We shouldn't even be at that point yet. Did you write your fence post? Yes, Dan.
Mm-mm.
What did you say?
You can start. You can start.
We
No, you can grab at it.
can move on? I'm gonna take a picture.
So 36 or 36.
Okay, so 52. Okay. Thank you.
What's the opposite? Is the opposite of the
Please stop, Ava. Please go back to your seat.
All right, so actually we have part D to cover. We actually have. All right. Thank you. All right, we have part D to cover. So,
Oscar, you'll want to go back to the
in
paper.
part D, I can read opposite of negative 8. In part D, I can read the opposite of negative 8. So, what would be the opposite? So, if I read the opposite of negative 8, what is the opposite of negative? Wait, first, are we finished with our pencils? Alright, so pencils should be down, which means slants. Let's see eyes. Pencils down. Pencils down. Pencils down. Okay.
There's some more back yet.
He went to the function.
I'm missing him.
Yeah, he went upstairs to find you.
Yeah, I was with him and then I left him in the bathroom because he said he needs to use the bathroom. But then he wasn't there.
Yeah. He's gonna come in here. I'll let him. Where are you gonna be in the pod? Alright, real quick, before I let me someone else. Hands down. We are in slant. Okay. Put your hands down, please. Slant. Talia, slant. Slant. Thank you. Sitting up. Slant. Always. Thank you. Alright. Thank you for everyone's eyes. Alright, so in part D, if I can read the opposite of 8, what will be the opposite of 8? Elijah.
The opposite of 8 would be negative.
Okay, so if I do that, what would be, if I have the opposite of 8, what is the opposite of the opposite of negative 8? Oscar.
Positive 8?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It will be positive 8, so let's check. Let's check your work. So we have the opposite of 8 will be and the opposite of negative 8 will be
Negative 8. No, 8.
back to negative 8. Do you guys see that?
No.
So
Yeah.
the
Oh, yeah.
opposite of the opposite is the original answer.
Oh!
You guys see that? So if you guys see this, this means the opposite of the opposite. Can you guys repeat after me?
The opposite of the opposite.
All right. So you guys are going to see that verbiage. Daniel, thank you. Jer, thank you for being kind. Thank you for being kind. All right. So you guys are going to see this verbiage, and that is what it means. Also, if you see this means the opposite of the opposite. Yes.
What if it does, what is the opposite of the opposite of the
Opposite.
Positive 4.
So, positive 4, we will get to that, but so you keep going. So you start off with the answer, then you go to the opposite, and then as many opposites as many opposites as you see, then you keep going back and forth. So that's one opposite, and there's 2 opposites, and there's 3 opposites, and there's 4 opposites. You are just you're going to use this number line, or you're going to go back and forth. Yeah. That's it.
So it's negative 4?
Hmm?
It's negative 4?
We're gonna get to that.
You're one step ahead. Alright, so do we understand that class?
Yes.
Alright, so let's do some more practice.
Easy.
So now let's go ahead and turn to test your conjecture 1. And do we have a spot for our key point?
Yes.
Huh? Oh, it's supposed to be conjecture? Alright, so go ahead and write that in again, please. For under our conjecture, the key point. You guys can cross out conjecture or put key point.